A bracelet today. I will grab your bracelet for you.
There we go.
Alrighty. Okay. Now, this one is actually a sodalite. It represents the throat chakra. It's telling me straight away that you do struggle to use your voice, especially if you feel like you're going to upset someone or, you know, you're not a very confrontational person, I'm being told. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. I do feel you do struggle a lot. Do you get the lump in the throat a lot?
Times, yes.
Okay. It's almost like I'm getting it now. You know when you get the lump in the throat where you feel like you want to cry but you can't, if that makes sense. I'm being told you are very, very sensitive as well. I just get the image of you, you'd rather go and hide in a corner again, and keep to yourself rather than get involved in anybody else's crap, if that makes sense.
It does. Does that relate to my work at the moment?
I do get a yes on that, and I'll look into that for you. I always recommend you wear this on your left wrist, and what it will do is it just opens your throat chakra when the right words will come out at the right time, if that makes sense. Right. I've also given this one the meaning of travel as well. I always say it doesn't necessarily mean you're going on an overseas journey. It can mean travel as in your life's journey. Having said that, I do get the image of you at a bit of a crossroad at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, do I go that way? Do I go that way? You are going to go forward. You need to take that step, though. Does that make sense?
Yep, which I believe I have.
Okay, beautiful. Because once you do take that step over that boundary, I'm being told, I feel like everything's just going to start settling down. I can see dust. It's all up in the air at the moment, but it'll start to settle. Right. They're also telling me to tell you, give yourself a huge pat on the back as well. I feel the last 2 months for you have been very up and down, up and down, up and down, if that makes sense.
It does.
But you have learnt a lot, I'm being told.
Which I have.
Right, okay. Now, looking into the actual travel stone, the travel part of it, this might be a bit weird, but I'm seeing a ship. You're not looking at going on a bit of a cruise, are you?
No, but as a new adventure at the moment, new place.
Right, why am I seeing a ship? Is it near water? Is there a ship symbol, emblem?
No.
Okay, that's a bit bizarre. I keep seeing a ship.
Maybe it is a cruise somewhere along the line. I'm not sure. Been thinking about it.
You have? Okay,
I have.
Right. Okay. I actually feel after June, that is when you're going to look at, booking this cruise. I don't feel it's a big one as in overseas. Do you know what I mean? It could just be, local Spirit of Tasmania, something like that.
Yeah.
Something for you and your wife to reconnect and rekindle. Does that make sense?
It does.
You haven't got anything in August, have you? Like a birthday or an anniversary or something?
Yes, my daughter's.
Right, okay. Right. Don't be surprised if you kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this cruise. And you're like, yep, no, I'm going to book it. Me and the missus can get away and have a good time. Do you know what I mean? Even then, you might take your kids with you, or they offer to take your kids with you, especially if it is your daughter's birthday, if that makes sense.
Yep.
But I'm hearing August. But after June, I feel is when you're going to look at booking it.
It's going to be hard.
Okay. You'll make it happen, though, I'm being told. Look, again, it doesn't feel like a 2-week thing. It could only be a 3 or 4 day
Long
thing.
weekend sort of thing.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. You can make it happen, and it will do you all the world of good. And I do feel communication in your relationship at the moment is lacking a little bit. And that's just because you are, again, I'm seeing the ship. You're like 2 ships passing in the night, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Right, okay. So, again, that's why you will actually make the effort and do this cruise thing. Look, I feel like all the signs are going to be there. You're going to start everywhere you go, or, you might look at Facebook and there's an ad, Cruise the Spirit of Tasmania, do you know what I mean? And then it'll be like act now, get 2 for 1 or something, and you'll be like, oh my God, okay, I'm going to jump on that now, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel around about June, you could be booking it in June to go in August.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. I'm going to tune into your work for you because I'm seeing black as well, which is the onyx crystal. Right. Okay, have you been having any lower back discomfort lately?
No, not really.
Stiffness, soreness, that type of thing?
Yes, some sort of soreness, but mainly it was just upper chest or arms.
Okay,
sort of
right, okay. Because that's your base chakra. And I am seeing black. It's where we saw current emotions. I do feel you are struggling there emotionally wise with getting things out.
Mm-hmm.
With you, you're too scared, again, going back to using your voice. It's like you're too scared to open your mouth and say something. Oh my God, what if it comes out the wrong way? Do you know what I mean? And they interpret it wrong, and you analyze it too much in your head. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Whereas you just need to and blurt it out, and this will help you to do that. Is there changes around work? Are you switching?
Yes, I am.
Right. Okay.
I've just resigned, and
Right.
I'm going to a new centre.
Okay. Oh, they're going?
Oh, really? No, it's a new centre, brand spanker, new kitchen. I got what I need, more money.
Is it closer to home?
It's in Melton.
Is that closer or further away?
Oh, both the same.
Okay.
But I don't have to battle traffic one way, and the other way is just country road.
Right. Okay. Because they're telling me it's closer to home. That's another benefit. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they're getting to and fro. So if you don't have to sit there in traffic for half an hour, that's an extra half an hour to your day, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Right.
I'll be working with my ex-boss now. She's my boss again. She's the one who poached me.
Okay.
Approached me and basically poached me. She put a good word, and they made it happen for me to move if I wanted it.
Beautiful.
Well, I have issues with she was at the old centre. There's issues there all along.
I feel like I'm just sorry to butt in.
Hopefully she's changed.
Okay. With your current job that you've just resigned from, I feel like you're a very hard worker, you're very dedicated, like very dedicated. I feel like you weren't getting the
acknowledgement,
praise.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
That you deserve.
I've mentioned issues that I crossed, but nothing. And that's for 8 months.
Okay. Right, my hairs are standing out when I get that. That's a definite yes from spirit. Okay, what they're telling me to tell you here is this new job, it's almost like I just get the image of them rolling out the red carpet for you.
That's how I felt when I walked in.
Yeah.
And not only that, what I've been trying to do in the old centre about nutrition for children and stuff like that never happened.
Okay.
This place here will give me the opportunity working with a nutritionist.
Beautiful.
All right, and half my work is done for me, but I have to stay within the limits of their ethics.
Okay.
But I can do what I like to do, and there will be a helping hand eventually once the centre builds up.
Beautiful. Honestly, you're not going to know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like doing a complete 360. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
But I still feel that you are okay. You do struggle with your past and your baggage, I'm being told.
Yep.
Have you been getting any discomfort here in this area?
Yes, I have.
Right. Okay. This is your solar plexus, and it's where we store our past and our baggage. I feel like every job you've been in, like go back all over your whole entire life, every job you've been in, someone has hurt you, upset you, or something in some way, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Wrongdoings, I'm being told, again, not being treated fairly, that type of thing. You're carrying around every little bit of fear from that job, putting it into that one. Like a self-worth thing, if that makes sense. Okay. But in this role, all that's going to change. Again, this is where I'm being told the 360 type thing. because they're like, oh my God, they're going to treat you like a king, like you are royalty, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Anything you want, this is where you have to use your voice as well. And don't think, oh my God, no, I can't say I want that. Yes, you can. They will give it.
Oh, I've already asked even before I've started a few things, and they're going to look into it. So
beautiful, awesome. So again, but don't hold back. That's what I'm being told to tell you. I still feel you do, and don't think, oh, I can't say that. You know, I haven't even started yet. You know, I've only been here a couple of weeks. You've got a lot of brilliant ideas up here. You really have. Don't be afraid to vocalize them, because that, you know, is why basically they have employed you.
So how long will it be there for? Because I've been told they're looking into, because they're worldwide known, this franchise, which they hold the childcare centres. There's Singapore, New York. There's 20 of them in Sydney.
Okay.
They're opening up one in Perth, one in Adelaide, and the last one I heard there is talks about opening one in Geelong. Which would be great if I can be transferred.
Yep. Well, I do feel that will happen within the next 2 years.
They did say about a year.
Right, okay. But by then, you're going to be like really settled in your role. You're going to be in charge, get up here, boss, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that.
Basically, that's what I think I will be.
Yep. Because again, you've got a lot of brilliant ideas. You've got a lot of that. You're very creative. Not only using your hands and putting things on a plate, do you know what I mean? But creative in the sense that, you know, okay, well, why don't we now try this? Because obviously, you know, dealing with kids, a lot of them these days have got a lot of allergies.
Yep, they've been doing that.
Yep.
But nothing's sort of like been acknowledged what I do.
Right. Okay. Well, in here you will. Like you really will. I can actually see you doing up special menus. Do you know what I mean? Like gluten-free, you know, lactose intolerant, you know, all that.
I've already
vegan
done it.
Vegan everything. Yeah. Honestly, oh my God, they are, they're just so rapt to have you with them. This is again where you need to start really realizing your worth. And I feel you will, because again, they're gonna continue to praise you. Oh my God, that's amazing. Do you know what I mean? And the quality of your food as well.
That's why I
because
decided,
you take pride, you care.
Yeah, because that's why I decided, because my self-worth in the old place wasn't recognised.
Okay.
Because if they did, they would have kept me on or did something or offered me more or whatever it may be, or even help that I required.
Yep.
Nothing.
Again, I'm going to say your previous job that you've given notice in, that was a stepping stone to get you to the next level.
Yep.
I do feel eventually that you're going to end up branching out and working for yourself. You know, doing something, starting it from home, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Again, specialising in and catering for, you know, special needs, special, you know, diets and stuff like that. But you're going to be very happy in this new role. You really are. It's almost like you're going to, wake up and pinch yourself. Oh my God, is this real? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, you're going to love it. You really, really are.
And my old boss now, my new boss, she's my new boss again, will, because she had enough and there was no support for herself.
Yep.
I feel like she's changed because she's always saying that they're always praising her, and she seems to be happy. Will I have the same issues where I had there because the way she was mentally?
No, because she's in a totally different environment as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's not getting treated like shit now either.
Yeah.
Look, I feel like there was a lot of pressure on her in that previous role. And same as you. She was bending over backwards, do you know what I mean? And not getting the recognition that she deserved. So you and her are going to work very, very well together in this role. Again, you're already fearing your past. You're letting the past crop up. Oh my God. In the other role, do you know what I mean? Oh my God, we didn't gel. It didn't work. We didn't connect. Nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a fear you're bringing into this, like into the now.
So which I shouldn't.
No, not at all. But you will realise that once you do start, working with her again, she's going to be like totally different. You're going to be, whoa, is this the same person?
Yeah.
Again, that's when you will realise, shit, it really was the old environment.
Mm-hmm. And the new owners are the owners. It's a franchise. They've like a franchise. The owners themselves, the partners, they seem to be okay. He loves talking, and he's a chef by himself.
Yep.
He goes, I can talk with Nick all day. So that's what I've been told. So really, I'm not sure. Yeah, they seem to be really nice people, but yet I'm cautious because of what I've been in the past.
Yeah. Look, it's okay to be cautious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is, again, give yourself credit for that, because you're like, oh my God, now I've learnt from the past. Do you know what I mean? But try not to bring past fears into this new role.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to go into this new role with, oh my God, they're going to treat me like shit. I'm going to work my ass off like normal. I'm not going to get the credit that I deserve. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try not to think like that.
Yeah.
This is where I see you again hiding in that corner, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
No, this is your turn to shine, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, they will be watching you, but don't think of that as, oh my God, there's eyes on me everywhere. Do you know, I'm going to, what if I bugger up and make a mistake? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They'll be watching you in awe of how you work and how you do things. And look, you are very good with people.
Mm-hmm.
This is, again, where you can use your voice, especially working around a team. Does that make sense? Like, a team should be working together. Yeah, and that is you, not just everybody else, oh, she's finished her duties or whatever and I need help. No, she's gone and done something else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone works together.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how this new environment will play out.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be, honestly, wear this on your left wrist, and whenever you need to use your voice, it's just going to open, your throat's going to open and the right words will come out.
Can I keep it in my pocket instead, because I'm always washing?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Definitely. As long as it's on your left side.
Yeah.
Because your left side is your psychic side of your body.
Mm-hmm.
But give yourself a huge pat on the back.
Yeah.
Are you taking any time off between switching?
Just a few days. Yeah, I'll start on the 14th. And I'm finishing off next week, Thursday.
Okay.
There's only just a few. I really would have liked a little bit more, but the way it's turned out.
Even those couple of days, try, look, I know it's going to be very hard for you, but try and, de-stress, get your energies back up, ground yourself. Maybe if you can go somewhere near water, even if you take the wife for a picnic for a day or something, do you know what I mean? That's going to do you both the world of good, because I feel she's very tired as well.
Yeah, she is.
When I tune into her energy, she's very drained, like very drained.
Now, the other one is the townhouse or the apartment that we recently purchased. Is that still going to be for our family sort of thing? Be all right?
Did you buy this in Melbourne?
Yes, very close to work.
Okay, right.
But it's more for my daughter, and also for us. But because Liz can go there, my daughter can go there. I was going to go there, but now, unfortunately, I can go there, but it's a little bit of not either way. I can go one way or the other way.
No, I feel that's fine. Don't stress about it. It feels like it's really going to serve its purpose. Do you know what I mean? And again, that's there if you need a getaway. Like even again for you and your wife, hey, we've got a couple of days off or whatever. Actually, do you work weekends?
Just Sunday at the market. We're trying to take some time off once in a while.
Yeah. And your wife works Monday to Friday? And
plus the market.
Right. Okay, right. Because I just feel like you again, this is where I see the two ships passing, sailing in the night, passing each other. You need to really, take a day.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you do go to your apartment and whatever, have a honeymoon night or something, date night, do you know what I mean? Go out for a nice meal, all that. It's going to do you both the world of good.
Mm-hmm.
But look, don't be alarmed when everything is falling into place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't panic, because I do feel with you, everything's been a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, you feel like you've had to work 3 times as hard as a normal person to get where you are today. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't be alarmed when everything is now just falling into place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tune into the hematite for you, which is a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you are a magnet. You do have the ability to draw in like lots of energies. Do you know what I mean? You need to keep an eye on that, especially working around a lot of different people. You might be finding that you do get drained at work. Some people uplift you, some drain you. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's an energy thing. If you crave chocolate, eat it.
I do.
Beautiful, awesome, because that chocolate's got something in it that helps you ground. Get outdoors as much as you can during the day, as much as even if it's just for 5 minutes.
Yeah. And
again, reground yourself, regroup yourself, bring your energies back in, that type of thing. But also being the magnet as well, you do have the ability to attract positivity, and that's what's happening at the moment. It's like, but it is scaring you. I can feel it. You're like, oh my God, this is my dream job. This is what I've been working for my whole life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I've got it. No. It can't be right. No. Yeah. It's going to bugger up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to work out. No. Again, when those thoughts enter your mind, tell them to piss off.
Yeah.
And say, no, bugger, no. I'm worthy. I am worthy, and I do deserve this. And I've worked very hard to get to where I am.
The other one I'd like to ask is the current house or the current home that we live in on that property, the way things are developing around the area. I have plans for it, but will I be affected or anything like that, or still be currently having it?
Are you looking at subdividing in some way?
Yeah.
You are?
When it all happens for the kids.
Right, okay. Yeah, no, I feel like are you looking at doing it into 3, 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
Right, okay, yeah. It will happen.
When it's time, because I've asked and they said, no, not at the moment or whatever, but I'm waiting, I really wanted to start now, but couldn't because of the way the legalities are.
Yeah, no, when the time's right. Don't stress about that at the moment. So if you've got quite a big block at the moment and you're wanting to split it into 3.
Yeah.
Right, okay, it will happen because they're going 1, 2, 3. Have you got a daughter and a son?
Yes.
Yes, so you're going to give them a block each?
Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah, it will happen. And again, even that, you talk about that and you're like, oh my God, I want to do it, but I keep being knocked back. Do you know what I mean? Don't be alarmed when I'll see if it can be done now. Oh, it can? Oh, no. You know what I mean? That type of thing, yeah. Look, I don't feel within the next 6 months you're going to be able to do it, but don't stress about that anyway.
Yeah.
It's like the land's not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it's staying put. So just go with the flow.
Because everyone's selling up. Like one opposite to us, he's put up for sale, and there's one down the road, and there's another one that was recently. And I'm going, they must know something, or they're just moving away from the developing area now.
Look, I feel like it's almost, have you ever seen the movie Up?
Yes.
Yeah, where he's got his little house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
the balloon. Yeah.
And they keep building around it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is what I'm seeing. And a lot of people, so you live outer, you've got a bit of land, yeah? Yeah. And a lot of people have bought that for that reason. Do you know what I mean? And now they're starting to build around it. Yes, that's why they're starting to move on. Thinking, we bought this to have the country life or country living, and now it feels like
that's what's happening.
Suburbia.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But I'm just going to readjust the way I want it and have those two.
No, don't stress because you might have houses around you, but they'll be your kids. That makes sense. Yeah. So don't stress about that at all. Yeah, no, it's not going anywhere, and it will fall into place for you. I don't feel not within the 6 months, being honest. But I just feel, look, honestly, just put all your focus now into your new job.
Yeah.
Look, you're going to love it. You really, really are. You're going to settle in straight away. You're going to actually be quite, surprised as to how quick you do settle in and get the hang of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that. Because you know what you're doing. And it's almost like they're just going to open the doors and say, right, Nick, here you go.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out. Do you know what I mean? It's all yours. Do
Yeah.
what you'll have free reign.
Yeah.
To do whatever you want.
They will definitely keep me on after 6 months, or
Look, they won't want to. Don't be surprised if after 6 months you actually get
go up.
Yeah. You're going up a level.
Yeah.
And there's more pay. There's more benefits with that.
Yeah.
It feels like something where you can keep climbing the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel eventually you will end up doing your own thing.
Yeah.
And the funds and all that will be there for you
Mm-hmm.
to actually start that, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel it will be a family-run business as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
No test lotto? Just that.
I wish I had $10 for every time that someone asks me that question.
I'll give it one to
There
you.
could be a little bit of a windfall there.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't see, a first division or anything like that, but it could be a second or something.
Yeah.
When everything is set up, it's all fallen into place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably, and it'll be when you really are thinking, no, I'd love to do this for myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, start an empire of your own. Make it a family thing. It's something you can involve your wife, your kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's something that you can hand down to them, like a legacy type thing. That when you really start thinking about that, that is when the money will come in.
Yeah.
Because and then you'll be like, okay, right, no excuses. Now the money is there for me to start.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, it's, how can I put it? Everything is lining up there for you.
But it's timing.
Yes. And it's all about learning and things like that. But yeah, you've learnt. Not only that too, like you've gone through a lot of shit in the past, I can see that. But you had to toughen up a little bit as well. And you need that to actually run your own business, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like every little bit of knowledge you've taken from every job you've ever had is going to get you to where you need to be. But as for now, like you're really going to learn a lot from this job as well. Especially if you are working with a nutritionist, you know what I mean? All that. You're going to learn a lot there. That's what you're really going to love about the job. Is the new learning. You're not just going in there and cooking sausages and mash, you know what I mean? And they're going to allow you to bring out your creative side as well.
Because when I went for my interview and I was talking to the nutritionist, and she was getting excited the way I was speaking about nutrition and what I've been doing already. And she goes, "You're really talking about my language." You just like fell in love with everything that I was saying.
Awesome. So that's what I mean. Don't hold back. Don't think, oh my God, she's a nutritionist. I can't say this to her. Do you know what I mean? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Because she'll be like, oh my God, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, and this comes to you creating new things.
Yeah.
Like new food.